So this is behind the scenes of Life in the Now. The train derailed, and there was a certain point that you got off the train.
Yeah, it was. And we're going to take a quick break, and we'll discuss that afterwards, getting off the train.
Getting off the train and getting back on.
Getting back on.
First clip I'll need for coming right out of the promo. So you don't have to say your name or anything, just go immediately into why you decided to talk now.
I've been quiet long enough.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of women are quiet. You know, women in ministry, especially pastors' wives.
Oh my goodness.
You know, it's been so, you know, we're stereotyped of just being quiet and being, you know, just support your husband, do what you know you need to do, support the ministry, and that's all well and good, and that's true too. But you know, what do you do in the meantime? What do you do when you go home at night and you break down?
But you didn't leave for a while.
No, I didn't leave because, you know, I think what people that understand is that it was more than just me looking out for myself and my children and y'all need to get away, or, you know, you need to leave and do this, do that. But I'm talking about, you know, there were other people's lives on the line. There were, you know, what, maybe 60, 70 other people's lives on the line. It was the fight of my life, and I had to go to God for myself. And I said, Lord, please tell me, show me what I need to do. Give me the proof. I mean, I've stood it out. I've taken this. I've stood for 8 years. And I need to know from you where I should go right now. And you let me know. You show me the truth. And he showed it to me. And so when God showed me the truth, that's when I was like, okay, it's done. I feel like I had to go through that for a reason. I'm stronger. I feel better now. I know how it really feels to be free. I appreciate my life more. I appreciate life more. And so now I'm free to just be me, discover who I am. I mean, that's what I want to know. That's the big question. Who are you?
Welcome back to Life in the Now with Nicky Yarborough, and I'm L.Michelle here. I do a lot of behind the scenes work at the ministry, and this is part 2 of us just letting you know the behind the scenes of the ministry, letting you know what Life in the Now, part 2 of letting you know what Life in the Now is all about. So we were talking about the train kind of derailing in the first phase of your ministry life. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I mean, it was, to be honest with you, I think it's time for more people to really just be open. There are people in the church that are really going through some things. And our testimonies will help them to walk through, to stand through whatever it is that they're going through. So even though it was a very embarrassing time in my life, you know, I feel like now is the time to tell people that, you know, that even after things don't work out, after divorce, in the ministry, in church, being a pastor's wife, and just really trying your best to be who God has called you to be, and trying to hold everything together, that there comes a time when it's like, okay, God, this is it for me. I
Yeah.
can't do this anymore. You know, I can't carry everybody or whatever. And I'm telling you, it's the worst thing that anybody could ever go through, because, you know, especially when you value family, you
Yes.
value ministry, you value God, you value people. That's not something that you just want to go through. But sometimes that's where we end up.
Yes.
And so, yeah, I went through a divorce, and I thought that was the end of my ministry. I thought that was the end of God using me, but actually it was the beginning. It was the beginning of who God truly called me to be. I truly found out some things about myself. I truly started living by faith. I had to.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
and I had to, it was either sink or swim, you know, and I had to come out fighting. I'm like, you know, I'm not going to go down like this. I know if all of this word is true, then there's something truly on the inside of me.
Yes.
You know, it was me in the beginning all by myself. So I can't let this stop me. I have to keep going. You know, I have two teenagers to raise, you know, and so I came out fighting, and I was like, you know, there's still something on the inside of me. God was still speaking to me, even though I was hurt and in pain, and so many people, I felt so rejected. But when you overcome, you got to come over.
Oh,
you know, I mean, I'm talking about you got to get up. And it's like, okay, God, here I go again.